All right, and we are live. Welcome. It is the Under the Ropes podcast, episode number 8. It is your pals, Brian and Mario. Mario, what's up?
Not much. I'm glad we're back on the another Under the Ropes. I like these.
It's been a bit of a while since we've done one of these, and I know it's just been we've been like so busy the last month or so that it's been a bit tricky to get one of these done. We've had a bunch of great stories. We've wanted to make it happen. It just hasn't been able to happen.
Yeah. And I kind of miss the old format in a way because it was every week we had something to tag on to. I think we just got to get back in the habit of doing these every week. And then it solves that whole issue. But
yeah, for sure. Just the other episodes were just getting way too long. And this was able to, the reason why we did break it up is because we were able to consolidate and specialize the podcast a bit more. So the regular one is just focus on skiing and snowboarding. This one is everything else kind of slapped together, which is nice. So again, if you just want to focus on hearing about skiing and snowboarding, perfect. And if you think we're funny and charming and interesting and want to hear more about our diverse array of interests we have, this is what Under the Ropes is for.
Unfiltered, on the really unfiltered part.
It's a little less filtered here. We get a little, we work a little blue here, as they used to say in like the 70s, 60s, 40s, whenever. But we do appreciate you listening to it. Thank you so much for checking it out. skibumpodcast.com. We are on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Untapped at Ski Bum Podcast. Go to your favorite podcasting apps, rate, subscribe. We really do appreciate it. And send us an email, skibumpodcast@gmail.com. Mario, we're back in the app right today again. For you, this is your third visit.
I think this is my 1, 2, 3, not counting the pre. So this is 4. This is 5 for me. So
nice.
I'm keeping up. And the last one, that one from Burlington was that was a big boy. So well, this is another one that I got from my Beer of the Month club that so happenly gave me beer from one of our favorite places, Jackson Hole.
Another J-Hole beer.
Another J-Hole beer. So this is from Roadhouse Brewing. There we go. And it is called Family Vacation Cream Ale.
Oh, nice.
So the other one I had was Loose Boots.
Loose Boots.
Loose Boots. And now this one is Family Vacation. So this is a golden ale. American Pilsner, 4.9 ABV. So not too crazy. Like I'm doing good with the ABVs right now. Like I haven't gone to the 7s and up, which is good. That's why I can still talk.
Yes, that's important. And after 3, that's when things start getting interesting. You can choose 2 different paths.
Exactly. Choose wise.
It's like the road not taken. This is where you kind of come to that fork in the road.
Well, I want to ease into like the holiday weekend, like 3-day weekend. I don't want to go too crazy. I want to enjoy tomorrow. But this is very tasty. God damn, this is good beer. So it's a cream ale. Whenever I think of cream ale, I think of cream soda,
Yeah, right.
But this is, it's got like a creamy flavor, but like a texture, but it tastes just like a regular
Is it creamy?
It's a Pilsner. It's like a regular, like a Budweiser style, like Pilsner.
Yeah, you hear like that cream ale, you feel like a milkshake or something.
Yeah, it just has a nicer, a little bit silkier texture, but it tastes like a regular beer, which is good. It's kind of like crushable, but like you feel like you're a little more highfalutin drinking it.
Nice. That's our style.
The can's pretty cool because it has like a little family van.
Yeah, right.
So as if you're going on the family ski trip, this might be a beer you're drinking while you're driving.
Right?
Why wouldn't you? Families, yelling in the back. You trying to navigate those treacherous roads?
Why don't you shut the hell up?
Shut up. Everybody
know where
just
I'm
shut up
going.
or I'll drive us right. No, I can't do that.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got, Bri?
I don't know what I have, to be honest.
Oh, you had a plethora of stuff.
I have something, but I don't know what I'm having.
Oh.
And I will explain what that means. So, first off, a big shout out to our friend John. He's been a supporter. Applause. It's funny, we actually met John at a brewery a couple of years ago and have become friends with him in real life.
And that was by accident too. We were just there, and they're like,
it was
recognized the logo from.
We had shirts
swag.
on. We had shirts on, and they recognized
which is
us.
Available at the shop.
Would that be the skibumpodcast.com/shop?
I believe it is.
I believe it is. Yeah,
mugs are coming. Mugs
are coming. So we just had like shirts on, and they recognized us. And again, it was we weren't in a ski town. It wasn't ski season. It was a brewery in New Jersey in August, and recognized us. Started chatting. Was a listener. Was a fan. Super cool. Turned out like we live not too far away from each other, and just a great guy, great family. Got to ski with him last year, which was great. And so we met up a couple months ago, got a beer, hung out, and he belongs to a homebrew club.
Nice.
And he gave me a bunch of them. And when he gave them to me, I probably remembered what they were. They were in my fridge for a few months, and I was like, I gotta really start drinking these. Like, this isn't cool to, he gave me these, they made these, and I don't want to like not, respect them and not drink them and enjoy them. So I just grabbed this one, and it's called We're Going Streaking.
Nice.
And it's a 9.5er, so it's a humdinger. And I gotta be honest, I have no idea what kind of beer it is. Like, I'm trying to. It's darkish. Is it like a red ale or
let's see the color.
Brown ale
to the camera.
It's kind of tough because it's in this mug. Can you see it ish?
Yeah, it's like a reddish.
I'm trying not to pour it all over my laptop. Yeah, it's almost
spam right on the laptop.
Like a reddish or brownish ale, and I mean, I do feel like I get hints of cherry cough syrup, but in a good way.
Like
codeine, right. Like purple drink.
Is that purple drink?
I got hints of purple drink.
Maybe it's a little purple drink and hops.
It's really good. Like, it doesn't. It's weird. You get that little bit of like, oh, this is boozy, but then it's gone.
Is
like,
it's brewed with night train?
It's perhaps it is in a barrel aged night train.
You gotta ask him what is this one that I had?
He's gonna be like, dude, you were so far off. You were so stupid. I'm like, yup.
Dude, the best part of meeting him that time was like, it was like he didn't even come over. Somebody was like, "Oh, that person recognizes you." Like, what? And we went over, and he's like, "You're Marion O'Brien? I thought you just wearing like." Like, it was just funny.
It was weird. It was
funny.
Weird.
Cool.
It was cool. It was really
cool.
Cool. Yeah. Hey man, that's sort of our path. It's been fun. It's funny, like, people when they do kind of notice us, or we're wearing something and people pick us up because
they don't want to punch us in the face. That's the surprise.
Yeah, I mean, we offer a very interesting product to the ski industry that's mostly either really, really lame or really, really old. So we bring a unique perspective, point of view, sense of humor that we think the ski and snowboard world desperately needs.
Yeah.
So you're
just
welcome.
A fresh attitude. It's the attitude, right?
Yeah, it's not like we're doing anything crazy or stupid. It's just, it's just skiing and snowboarding is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be awesome. It's supposed to like something you enjoy. We're just trying to crank that up.
JB Smooth would say, I love a podcast with a fresh ass mouth.
Go fuck yourself.
I love that girl. Love a girl with a fresh ass mouth.
Yeah. So I don't know what this beer is. I'm calling it a brown ale with hints of purple drink. It is really good.
Dude, those are great tasting notes. Hints of purple drink and codeine cough syrup.
This is why I have 4 followers on Untapped, because they're like, this guy has no idea what he's talking about.
Tastes like chewing crayons. Like, what the fuck is that, dude?
He's pouring watermelon juice in his beer. Like, it's just I want no part of this.
They're like after your comment, like the best part is you probably don't go back to see what you posted, and they're posted, what the fuck? Who puts watermelon in their beer?
This heady topper is just not sweet enough. Needs more watermelon juice. Pour watermelon juice in everything.
Drink. Fuck that. I don't care what you people say. I'm putting watermelon in everything.
That is correct.
Yeah, purple drink and brown ale purple drink.
What we should be doing is actually drinking more water and more watermelon and less alcohol if we are to trust what this most recent study that came out from this apparently University of Oxford place, which I never heard of.
That's a goddamn conspiracy if I ever heard one.
I don't know nothing about no University of Oxford.
Oxford.
They had an observational study. Yeah, probably like bovine go there.
That's right.
And I'm supposed to be impressed. Good day.
Is it Oxon University?
Yeah, Oxon University. In an observational study, which has not yet been peer-reviewed, researchers from the University of Oxford studied the relationship between the self-reported alcohol intake of some 25,000 people in the UK and their brain scans. The researchers noted that drinking had an effect on the brain's gray matter, regions in the brain that make up important bits where information is processed, according to lead author Anya Topiwala, a senior clinical researcher at Oxford.
Never been laid once in his life. Just saying.
The more people drank, the less the volume of their gray matter, according to this virgin.
According to this guy that's never kissed a girl. God damn it.
Brain volume reduces with age and more severely with dementia.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada.
Big words, big words. Shut the fuck up.
Syllables.
All right, Mr. Slide Rule, shut the fuck up.
Mr. Smart Guy.
God damn.
Apparently, smaller brain volumes also predicts worse memory on memory testing. Oh, so this is a woman doing this.
Even the same comments. Just feminize them. I don't know.
Feminize them. Whilst alcohol only made a small contribution to this, it was a greater contribution than other modifiable risk factors, she said, explaining that modifiable risk factors are ones you can do something about in contrast to aging. Aging? Aging. You're aging? You're becoming more Asian? Like, I don't know. Like, what the hell?
Aging? Is that racism? Yeah. What's up?
Type of alcohol doesn't even matter. Any kind of alcohol. Rum.
Damn, I just want to rip this apart Chappelle style.
Oh my God. There is no safe. This.
Number one, you did a study on drinking. If you were really drinking, you wouldn't study it. You would just drink. Like,
and who are these people like
has a few in
lining up to do this study?
Of course.
They went to like the drunk tank. People who've been like boozing, like over boozing for 30 years.
That's right.
I don't know.
I don't see any brain activity. Well,
they're saying that even at levels of low risk drinking, there's evidence that alcohol consumption plays a larger role in damage to the brain than previously thought. The study found that this role was greater than many other modifiable risk factors, such as smoking. The interaction with high blood pressure and obesity on increasing the damage done by alcohol to the brain emphasizes the wider role of diet and lifestyle in maintaining brain health. So
you did
what
this
if you're
study,
like,
you spent all this money to tell me when you get hammered, you forget stuff and it's not good for you. Like, really?
Well, then, part of the problem too with this stuff is it becomes one of those, I don't think slippery slope's the right thing, but it's like a causality thing where, okay, so say you drank a bunch and the next morning you didn't work out or didn't do something you're supposed to. Well, that kind of almost becomes like a snowball then to do more bad stuff. But, say you, like me, I ran 3.1 miles today, did a 5K. Haven't run in months. Did it. And you know what? Now I'm having 2 beers. And God damn it, they taste delicious. They're
Dude,
fueling my muscles.
I worked 8 hours today. I drank 5 beers. I feel fantastic. I could run 3.1 miles, is what I'm believing.
There you go. Now, if you had some purple drink infused brown ale,
God damn,
maybe
that
6.
sounds delicious right now.
It actually is. It's so weird, but it's so good.
That's good.
I don't know. It's like maybe like a flaming Homer. If I lit it on fire.
Oh, is it flammable?
9.5, probably not.
Maybe it's not purple drink. Maybe it's like lighter fluid.
I don't even understand this beer. Like, it doesn't even make sense to me, but it's delicious.
You got to get the brewer's tasting notes, the brewer's notes on that.
Yeah. Why would you want that much gray matter anyway?
If you were in Oxford, you would have had the brewer's notes and you'd be reading them right now saying, oh, yes, this is how they made it. And
yeah. So this story is, I don't know. You take it for what you will. But it is kind of strange, though. You know, if it did come out that imagine the study was 100% correct, 100% accurate. Could you imagine what it would take to unwind alcohol from our culture? Considering, like, just think about whatever we
convince a lot of people of a lot of stuff.
I mean, there's the convincing part, but think about how much alcohol is really just connected to celebrations, to good times,
hopefully
to holidays.
I don't know.
Well, think about, I mean, you know, when's the last time you and I hung out and didn't have at least one drink? Like, think how many friendships you have that, like,
never.
Could you imagine? Well, think about like your friends too. Like, imagine like you think about going out with your buddies. Like, imagine you guys like didn't drink. You're like, I mean, I gotta just like talk to you sober. It's like, it's not a great. Now I'm not saying it's a positive thing that we think this way, but it's true. Like, there's some people like I know I could not hang out with if we both didn't drink.
Well, so when I used to bike, like I would hang out with my buddies and we'd bike. You go out, you do 30 miles, 20 miles, whatever, and you hang out all day, whatever. But you're on the bike, so you're not really, you're talking a little here and there, you know, but you're not sitting down having a whole conversation, right? And then you finish biking, you're like, hey, let's go get something to eat. So you get something to eat. You're not sitting there eating. You're fucking drinking and eating, and you have a bunch of beers, hang out, and that's the experience.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Unless you're at chess club, you maybe go to chess, hang out with a bunch of people. Book club, you talk to people. I don't know. Even book club, people are drinking.
Yeah. It's just so funny, like, to think about. I've recently thought about that. I'm like, some people like that I'm friends with, like Rich. Like, I love Rich, but like I've never hung out with him without having at least a couple beers.
Can you imagine if like you just showed up to like events, like just where people sit and talk to each other, hammered every time.
Well, like, seriously, I've never hung out with Rich. Like, we've never been sober for more than we did drive sober to go skiing the one time, but there's always like tons of beers involved.
There you go. You were going 4 beers though. So
like, I think I've hung out with him. That car drive helped push the needle a tiny bit. Like, there's been no time where we haven't had like 10 beers together. Like, every single time we've hung out, which is funny.
Not bad. See?
It is what it is. You know?
What's wrong with that? Until you start getting friends that go off the wagon. You're like, whoa, I got to respect this whole thing. And it's like, you don't mind if I drink beers, though.
Like, well, then it goes into like, why did you go off the wagon? It's like, well, you know, I drove the car through a freaking Burger King. Right. And
was it that, or were you getting...
And that was
felt like it was too much, like, because we've all been there. We're like, I don't know, do I have a problem? I want to stop. Like,
it's like I was smoking meth out of a hooker's butthole. Like, you know, like,
are you at that level? Yeah,
because I went to a Thanksgiving once. Actually, it was like a day after Thanksgiving.
Speaking of smoking crack out of a hooker's butthole.
Well, speaking of, no, went to a not my family, my wife's family. It was the day after Thanksgiving, but like another Thanksgiving, and her uncle was like a former alcoholic. So there's like 15 of us, 18 of us. Yeah. A lot of us like were like under 30. And it was like, so we're all just going to sit here and not drink.
Yeah.
And it was weird. Like it was kind of annoying, to be honest.
So I'll give you one further. So I have a cousin that I've never met. I guess he's my mom's cousin. Well, he's my mom's cousin's son, which makes him my cousin, distant cousin, right?
Removed, like half removed or twice removed or something.
Yeah, hopefully all removed. But apparently he's not an alcoholic, but just religious and very against drinking at all.
Does he have a story?
Which is all odd to me because I'm like, well, you go to church, what do you do? But Christ, you're drinking wine, so you can't have wine at a table. He would get offended if you were at a table drinking in your own house, and because he came to my mom's house for dinner, and my dad had something to drink when he was alive, had something to drink, and they left, pretty soon after dinner. And my mom asked, like, the next day, like, what was going on? You guys had to leave. Oh, well, he got a little bit offended that your husband was drinking. And my mom's like, well, he was in his own house and he was being hospitable, not out of control. Like, why does he have a problem with that? He had a problem with that because somebody at the table was drinking alcohol. Like,
dude,
you know what?
You're a fucking baby.
Get the fuck out. How about that?
See, that's the kind of psychopath who's gonna like shoot up a local bar.
Exactly.
Because like I did this for the Lord. The Lord doesn't want you to have this. Like those people are just the most vile people because all they want to do is just control what everyone else does.
Yeah.
It's like he's not bothering anybody. Your dad's just having a drink. Like just shut the fuck up and respect the person's house.
Yeah.
Dickhead.
I mean, a lot of people are very sensitive, socially sensitive about people that they've had the bout with it and they're on the wagon. What's it? On the wagon, off on the wagon is you're not drinking. Off the wagon is you're drinking, right?
I think so.
On the wagon. So they're on the wagon or they just decide not to drink or even dieting. Like people dieting. They're like, I just don't want to diet and you guys have a good time. And people are usually respectful and they're just kind of like, well, if you're not drinking, I can kind of not drink too. But to get offended is a little bit, I don't know. I think it's
just making it all about you. You're just a little bitch. That's all. It is.
Then fucking stay home. That's what I say. How about that? Stay home and enjoy your life in isolation and in quarantine, like everybody's done with COVID. Put your mask on, stay in your home, and don't drink.
Your little happy cocoon.
And speaking of which, being in your little cocoon, wearing your mask, being at home, we have an article where
it is time to go under the ropes.
It's time to go
officially.
Officially. So, dear Prudence, my husband won't take his mask off even for sex. So, this person actually wrote to a, I guess like a Dear Abby, Dear Prudence person. They said, we're both vaccinated now. When will this stop? So they wrote a letter to Prudence, I guess is the person that has the blog. Been married to a great guy for 5.5 years. Handsome, sexy, funny, yada, yada, yada. Been a little prissy about illness. And I never thought it was a real problem. However, during the pandemic, his terror about getting sick reached new levels. So for the last year, he refused to take off his mask, even when we were at home, just the two of us. Okay, so look, dude, I'm a little germophobic, but in my home, like everything is good to go for me because I've either sanitized it or whatever. Like, get over it. So they say he wears it. So this lady's writing says, even though he's fully vaccinated, he wears his mask to sleep, to do most of the bathroom activities, and yes, even during lovemaking.
Dude, this lady is now seeing what a little beta bitch her husband is.
I don't know how she could have a meal without stabbing him in the face with a fork. Honestly.
Oh my! I wonder if he has like a special like chin dildo mask he wears for lovemaking.
Chindo.
Chindo.
He's got a chindo.
Help her out of it.
Specially formulated chindo just for COVID.
Mr. Selfish, help her out. But like, and that's it. Like, because
how do you sleep? How do you sleep with one of those things?
Look at our society right now. Men are becoming more feminized. Women are becoming more masculine. Who really wins in that scenario? Does
Nobody.
anybody? We both fucking lose.
Exactly.
And then, like, because you talk about this guy, this lady's married to this guy. Oh, he's handsome, he's sexy, he's funny, he's kind. Then she watches like The Rock in any movie, and she's like, "Whoo!" While her little like bitch husband is wearing his little mask everywhere and afraid of getting a little sniffle. Like
Little
that's
bitchling.
yeah,
I
dude.
don't know, man.
It is drying her up, is what that's doing.
So she actually says even further, to eat, he pulls it down to expose his mouth, then quickly pulls it back between bites. I'm like, if you're at home and you're that germophobic, like you need to get another home. You need to get your own place. Like that's fucked up.
He's sitting down when he's peeing now. Like it's just, he's changed completely.
He's changed. He tucks all the time when he gets out of the shower. He tucks. He doesn't even take a shower anymore. He takes a long, luxurious bath.
Dude, this virus has really exposed to like what sort of like true, like what we are. Like if you're one of these people who just wants to like tattle on people and you're not wearing your mask and you're not covering your face and blah 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 blah. Like this is really showing like someone this just feels so calculated and almost like a psychological examination on the entire planet.
Oh yeah. So she's going to write to the CDC and be like, can you come out with sidelines, with guidelines on how my man can bang me, like without the mask? Like, really? So she said she tried to present him with the science, and he says scientists don't fully understand the virus yet. So, and he says, what's the harm? Well, the harm is you just ruined your sexual relationship with your wife. So,
dude, she is never gonna want to fuck him again. Like she just thinks he's like this little girl, like a little baby boy.
So, and then they write back that harm is to his mental health, to yours, and to your relationship. Of course, there's lots of harm in leaving him alone. So she's saying, sit down to him, free of emotions, and give him 3 options. First, if he does, he has to commit to the doctor's recommendations. You have to be present so he can't lie to you about what happens there. Hopefully the doctor will say he has to do option number 2, start seeing a therapist. Finally, he can decide, because it would be his decision if he doesn't take another action, to call an end to the relationship. And then you move on. Find someone that's going to bang you without a mask.
Yeah, she's going to find like a real man, just like gorilla fucks her.
Fuck me maskless. That's going to be the guy. Fuck me without a mask.
You're not wearing a mask? I ain't wearing a condom, a mask. I ain't wearing shit.
I ain't wearing shit, baby. I'm raw dogging.
All I'm wearing is you.
Damn. And that's the last time she visits a prison.
Yeah. Give it to her so good she's going to forget this guy's name. Like, it's just, like, I'm embarrassed for this guy.
Yeah, you kind of want to have a guy intervention. Like, so if one of your friends was going through this, wouldn't you like smack him around a little, just take him for a ride, like leave him out and like, I don't know, just
cough on him?
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be fine. Just, I bet this guy can't do a single pull-up.
Oh, do they have pictures of this guy? Like, that would be great. Can you show us a picture? Because we want to know.
Like, obviously he looks like that.
Obviously.
Yeah, it sucks. But you know what? This they do say, though, have been studies that say women who are on birth control, it actually affects their ability to detect pheromones.
Huh.
Yeah. So there used to be, before they, a woman was on birth control, you kind of you can smell, like people have a scent to them. And, if a scent like, this guy, something just doesn't seem right. Like we're not clicking. There's something to it.
But it's actually pheromones. Yeah.
Yeah. They say that's almost like a blocker on that with birth control. So some of these women are meeting these guys like, oh no, he's great. But really, if they hadn't been on that,
it's mentally great, but not animalistically great.
They're animalistic. The pheromones, the senses might have been like, this guy's not really for us. But
Their
now
animalistic
that's gone.
spidey sense is down.
There you go.
Damn.
Listen, maskless and alone. This is going to be the summer of love, 2021. this is going to be goddamn Freaknik out there. Like people are going to be just.
If you can't bang your girl without a mask, drop her. You'll find some other freak with a mask. You guys could do it in full body condoms. I'm sure it's going to happen.
Dude, we're all going to be dead soon. Have some fun.
Man,
Jesus Christ.
Who needs like fucking Vaseline? You could just do it with like fucking
Vaseline. What
Purell it up.
year is this?
Fucking Purell.
Why hasn't Astroglide and Purell kind of come with like a synergistic product?
That's like blowing my mind right now.
What about Astroglide and Truly?
Astrorel. I don't know.
Trucely Glide.
Trucely Glide. Yeah.
There's a lot.
They could have a whole line of sparkling seltzers, weed infused sparkling seltzers, weed infused lube. That's like whatever.
Weed infused alcoholic lube.
Weed infused everything.
Right. It's the future.
What if we infuse weed in everything?
Well, I think a certain Russian oligarch could have used some weed infused lubricant. Last time he was with his now ex-wife, who was taking him to court on an unpaid $600 million divorce settlement, even suing her 27-year-old son for helping his billionaire dad stash hundreds of millions of dollars in assets out of her reach.
Damn.
Yes. Now, in the latest twist in this family drama, Tatiana Akhmedova has hired veterans of the Special Boat Service, which sounds really funny, the British equivalent of the U.S. Navy SEALs Team 6. Compare the name
So that's
SEAL
like
Team
a gay
6
version of the SEALs?
So you have SEAL Team 6, which sounds super badass, and they have Special Boat Service,
which is SEAL Team 69 is what it is.
Yeah, right. They've hired them to seize the $500 million super yacht purchased by her ex-husband, Farkhad Ahmadov, a 66-year-old oil and gas tycoon and ally to Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Wow.
The high-stakes maneuver follows the London High Court's recent ruling that Tatiana's son, Temer, must pay her $106 million because he acted as Farkhad's lieutenant and did all he could to prevent his mother receiving a penny of the matrimonial assets.
Wow.
So she's 48.
Their son or
he's
son?
66. I guess it's both of their son.
Wow. So he got the son to be on his side, like,
yeah,
stop her from getting anything.
He's 66. She's 48. He's got a 27-year-old son. So that's some old school stuff right there.
And he probably has a 27-year-old girlfriend too. It was crazy.
Yeah, right. So the couple's assets include mansions, just mansions, whole bunch of them.
Mansions, just line out in mansions with the
yeah, $140 million art collection that includes an Andy Warhol, Mark Rothko, and Damien Hirst, and the Luna, Farkhad's 377-foot 9-deck super yacht.
Nice.
The pleasure vessel built in 2010 for his Russian billionaire buddy Roman Abramovich. He's the one who owns Chelsea, right?
I don't know. Oh,
I think he owns the Chelsea soccer team. Has 2 helipads, a swimming pool, a mini submarine, an anti-missile defense system, and a pair of lifeboats that also function as water limousines.
Damn. Yeah, he owns Chelsea.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember like seeing that name and I just couldn't, because of all the gray matter I'm losing in my brain from all these booze I was drinking, I couldn't remember how to spell and send out his
dug
name.
it out of there though. That's pretty good.
I got there.
Dug it
Eventually
out of
got there.
recesses.
Yes.
It's like getting the money out of the couch.
Right?
You have to change.
She's only been able to recoup a fraction of her ex-husband's wealth, partly via the sale of the secondhand helicopter in what's believed to be the world's most expensive divorce proceeding.
Damn.
The London judge on Tatiana's case against Temer has decided the split as among the most bitter she's ever seen.
That's awesome.
Nuts. Tatiana, who is Russian but lives in London, is also fighting to recover her fortune with litigation in Dubai, Liechtenstein, New York, and the Marshall Islands.
Enstad.
and So last August, Dubai's highest court ruled against Tatiana's appeal to seize the Luna, but her battle over the yacht continues in the Marshall Islands. The ship sails under the flag of the Marshall Islands and is owned by an entity in Liechtenstein, Reuters reported. Oh my God. Like you get to a point where you're just so rich, like this just becomes this massive web of
it's a worldwide chase for money.
Oh my God.
Chaos and intrigue all in one marriage.
Yeah. So this dude.
All I know is all the people around them are holding their hand out, getting a shit ton of money. Security people getting money, freaking lawyers, people representing them in other countries. Just, it's crazy.
$600 million divorce settlement.
Damn.
Even suing her son. Like, whew.
Son's like, I don't know, I'm heir to all of it, right?
Apparently, Tatiana is the Russian equivalent of Karen.
That's what it translates to, right?
It translates, yeah.
Boom.
She wants that goddamn boat. Can't say I blame her.
Yeah,
Boat sounds awesome.
She had the boat on fire. That's what he's saying.
Oh my God, she would probably torch it, right?
She's probably gonna get it in the divorce and just fucking blow it up. Just Michael Bay style, just fucking pow, like
melt
everything
it down
all over, right?
Yeah.
But
well, speaking of amazing Russians,
I know somebody that could blow up that boat for her, and it's Russian President Vladimir Putin, who, by the way, can take the yacht to score another 8 goals in another ice hockey gala match.
If only the Penguins had goddamn Vladimir Putin on their team, they could have beaten the Islanders.
I think they, like any team, why are they not drafting Putin? He's guaranteed to take.
Wouldn't that be hysterical if, like,
8
first round, someone like picked up Putin?
I pick up Vladimir Putin. He gets a phone call like, "What? I got drafted."
Finally, it gets called.
You got to be like the last in the draft of like the shittiest team in the league. Just like, yes, we're gonna get Putin. So he took part in the 10th Night Hockey League Festival at Bolshoi Ice Arena in Sochi. So every year for the last 10 years, he scores. What's his average scoring? We got to have stats.
It's at least 5 or 6. He had a big game this time.
Big game.
Stepped it up.
Scored 8 goals this year. So he plays for the Hockey Legends team against the Night Hockey League as part of the Night Hockey League National Festival. And it's an all-Russia amateur team hockey tournament founded at Putin's initiative in 2011. So he funds it every year. And as is customary, Vladimir Putin paid for the that's a Freudian slip there. Played for the Hockey Legends team as number 11. So they have all these posts on Instagram.
Goalie is like, he's like in the goal, giving Putin like the biggest target ever to shoot at.
Oh my God. Not only is he in the goal, there's somebody with like a train. There's like a red dot on him at all times. Like, you better go down for Putin.
I mean, Putin it's really.
I want to see the highlight reel on Putin goals.
Like the defensemen are just like, oh man, I tried to catch you, even though you're like 2 feet shorter than I am, and
Putin probably has a highlight reel, and somebody created for him, and they run it at double speed, and he looks fucking amazing. There's like sound effects and like CG shit in there. Like, I just want to see somebody either shatter him or square off and just start whooping his ass.
Well, did we ever hear about what happened to the guy who put that red carpet out when he like fell over it?
That's right. That was great. That was last year, right?
Right to the gulag. Yep.
That was the 9th annual. Needless to say, they probably didn't have a red carpet this year.
Nope. Not a red goddamn carpet in sight.
Oh man. That fucking guy.
But dude, imagine how weird that must be for the other players.
He looks tiny compared to him. Look at
dude. I know he's like 2 feet shorter than the players.
I'm like, holy shit, who's this midget? Oh, that's Putin. Hey, what's up, Putin? I want to see him get like his angst up and be like, I want to play NHL hockey star. Just fucking, I don't know, just get guys just
I am new
blowing
Ovechkin.
him up. Just blowing him up.
Someone just lays him out.
Go out there and just lay him out.
Right to the gulag. Right to the gulag.
Right to the gulag. No, that's when you lay him out and you have like somebody have you on a harness that zips you up to the ceiling and get you on the helicopter right out, like a rocket helicopter out of there.
You have to.
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna have the links in the show notes. You just have to see it. It's so beautiful and painful and sad and weird all at the same time.
I want to see the television airing of this, like, because, you know, instead of commercials, that's when they probably have the team fighting championships going on with the sexy dance and the guys fighting, like in the brawl, like whatever happened to that.
They probably got like
fighting.
Get like Mike Emmerich to do the broadcast for it. They're like, Putin's in alone. Well, yeah, the sexy dance, like that team MMA was so funny.
Ah, fucking there it is right there. I love
it.
TFC event. Team Fighting Club. USA versus Russia. 5-on-5 MMA fighting at its finest. 2018 is when it just stopped. Oh. I think it was banned. It's like going to a cockfight or a dog fight right now. Like it's gotta be banned in like every country.
Well, those were simpler times.
I wonder if they could have it legally on UFC Island, because that's like in like Dubai or something like that.
Yeah.
Just whatever, pay them enough money. I want to see Team Fight Club, Team Fighting Championship.
So during that same night, Pavel Bure, who was a amazing NHL player, has been awarded the Order for Services to the Fatherland.
Wow.
Is that 4th degree for his outstanding achievements in high performance sports and international sports, and also for his attention to and development of amateur sports. And even Pavel Bure could not even come close to the performance of Putin that night.
Putin was like clowning on him, like just juking him and deking him. Like, it had to be crazy.
Wouldn't it be just so funny if one day like everyone just played their normal game? Like Putin wore like a mask to see if people are like fucking with him.
Oh, that'd be great. He should. That's where somebody has to talk him into doing like the
blackface.
The blackface. Oh, damn. Well, if it's good for Trudeau, it's good for Putin, right?
No. Trudeau is brown face.
Oh, sorry. He was brown face, not blackface. Good distinction. That was a good cover.
Put Putin in disguise and see what happens.
That would be great. Just disguise him as some random dude playing, and
like, what does he think? Like, does he actually like, God, I'm so good? Like, why? Like, no one can touch me. Like, or is he like, oh, this is so ridiculous?
Feeding the ego. He knows nobody can touch me because, and I'll score goals because. I mean,
yeah. It's just such a bizarre thing.
I don't know, man.
It's so weird. Like to watch it, it's like the goalie. I mean, that has to be the worst gig ever.
Well, that's
the goalie against Putin. Like anyone else is shooting, you're like making like snatch glove saves, and like Putin, you're like
he's like just standing there.
Oh, I missed it.
Why is Putin in front of the net, man? You don't ever stand in front of that. You fucking clear that guy out. There's no way.
Like, give me puck. I bet it's
cross check on him. Fuck that. Cross check in a fight. That's what it should end in. That's what it should start and end.
Bring like
look at the NHL right now. You look at fucking playoffs. There's no way Putin's scoring a single. There's no way he's standing at the end of a shift.
Put like Zdeno Chara in there against Putin.
Yeah, it's fucking just animals.
He'd be at like dick height. He seriously would be.
Hey, Putin, I'm sorry I gave you a black eye with my cock. Maybe next year, buddy.
This is for Mother Yugoslavia.
Maybe next year you'll get it in your mouth, asshole. Yeah. Fucking Putin.
Gotta love it.
And Putin was choked to death today at the hockey event.
He ran into Zdeno Chara, and
He choked on his dick.
and that's just, hey, the world's a funny place.
Call him Vladimir Choke on Dick Putin.
Oh boy, that was Mario who was saying that.
Exactly.
Not,
You hear me, Putin? I'm calling you out, bitch.
I'm
calling you out. We're gonna get Russian hackers like hacking what? I don't know. I think this is why I've gotten, because we talk about Putin so much, this is why I think I'm getting the Nigeria guy asking me for money again.
See, you
They're
get Putin
hacking
coin.
me. They're fucking hacking me.
Get some Putin coin, you're good to go.
Oh, I got a crazy email last week that was like, it was from nowhere, and it was like, oh, here's the file that you want. And I'm like, God damn, this is like ransomware. I know this is Putin. This is Putin.
Yeah, it's
so
bad,
I sent him some ransomware back, motherfucker. How about that?
Right.
I got 3 Bitcoin out of that.
You topsy-turvy the ransomware.
Topsy-turvy that shit. Here's your ransomware, motherfuckers. Boom, burn in hell. That'd be great. If I could really do that, I would love that.
Well, it's like so nasty. Like stuff, it's like, oh, your PayPal's been suspended or your Apple account is suspended. And you're like, you panic for a second and you're like, oh,
really?
Fuck.
Come on. How about you go fuck yourselves and I go log into those sites and see what's up?
I don't open any emails ever anymore. It's like delete.
Yeah, no, anything with attachment, even emails, I just kind of, I don't know where it's from. Delete.
Yeah.
But that'd be great if you could ransomware the ransomware people.
That's right.
Like, I got you kids hostage, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Be like real ransom. Like I jacked your shit. I know who you are. I just jacked your shit.
That's the way to do it.
Just drone bomb them.
Well, so really what we should do is we should be the best Putins we could be.
Yeah.
That's really our goal.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's going to wrap it up for the week. Thank you so much for listening. It was fun doing Under the Ropes again. It's been a while. Hopefully
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Summer, we can keep this rolling. A lot of crazy stuff going to be happening in the world. Everything's opening up. I'm sure it's going to be crazy, ridiculous stories that are going to be going on. So
we may end up doing more Under the Ropes than we do regular. Who knows? Maybe we'll topsy-curve it for the summer, right?
Maybe for the summer, yeah.
And switch back. You never know.
We shall see. Only way to find out is to subscribe and to go to skibumpodcast.com. Please follow us on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at Skibum Podcast. Untapped as well. Send us an email, skibumpodcast@gmail.com. If you need to buy some swag, we got that for you too. skibumpodcast.com/shop. Thank you again so much for listening. We do appreciate it, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Stay high, stay falutin'.
See ya.